Okay, all of you can see my chat, my screen. All of you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any problem in the screen? Okay, so let's start. Hello everyone, I hope everybody is okay. Let's say it again. Today we are gonna be doing tag 3. We are gonna start tag 3 talking about 2 main points, which are understanding learning technologies and understanding lesson planning. Okay, so the 2 main points are understanding learning technologies and understanding lesson planning. Okay, so we are gonna start understanding learning technologies. By the end of this module, you will be able to state some key terms and abbreviations related to learning technologies. Explain the advantages and disadvantages of using technology in teaching and learning. Explain the relationship between the digital literacy. Okay, in general, when we say word literacy, we mean reading and writing, as we said before. Now, it becomes different. Digital literacy relates to technology and how much we are actually aware of technology in general. That's what I mean by digital literacy. So, explain the relationship between digital literacy and learning, okay, and learning language. Using some learning technologies to improve language instructions. Okay? Recognize some issues that may occur when integration learning technologies into teaching practice. Okay? Okay, so here, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here in this slide, you can find different technologies you have already used before, or maybe you like to use. Some of them are old, such as chalkboard, text box, cassette, videotapes, and so on. Others are new, such as smartphones, e-book, emails, internet, CD-ROM, or interactive whiteboard, IWB. So please take a screenshot for this slide. Okay, please take a screenshot for this slide, please.
Okay.
Okay, have you finished?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. How many of these learning technologies have you used with your learners? And which one would you like to try? So please look at the screenshot and try to answer these questions. You have 1 minute to answer this question. Okay, so who can answer this question? How many of these learning technologies have you used with your learners? Who can answer?
Mobile phone.
Yes. Who is speaking?
Hanan Muhammad.
Okay, Miss Hanan. Yes, go ahead.
I use mobile phone for class in grade 1.
Yes.
In stories, songs.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, so which one of these technologies would you like to try?
I would like to try sections in internet like that.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Hanan. Okay, another one, please. How many of these learning technologies have you used with your learners? Who can answer me? Yeah, who can answer me? There's another one.
Excuse me, Mr. Said.
Yes, Mr. Ahmed. Yes, go ahead.
Welcome, Mr. Said.
Welcome.
It's a great honor to attend this session with our creative trainer, Mr. Said.
Okay, thank you so much.
I hope you will benefit from him.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, so can you answer this question, sir?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, how many of these learning technologies have you used with your learners? Before this slide, there are some technologies such as smartphones, e-books, emails, CD-ROM, interactive whiteboard. So, how many of these learning technologies have you used with your learners? Or which one?
Interactive whiteboard.
Yeah. Okay. So, how can you use
Especially
this?
in secondary school.
Yes.
Most people use, our students use smartboards.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sorry for interrupting, Mr. Said.
No, sir. You are welcome. Okay. So the next slide. Here we have types of learning technologies. Okay. So here we have some abbreviations and some terms in general. Please take a screenshot at first, then we will match these terms and abbreviations with their definitions in the following two slides. So please, at first, take a screenshot for this, okay? Have you finished? Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what I mean at first by synchronous communication, okay? Synchronous communication means the communication at the same time, synchronous, okay? Okay, so the opposite of it, asynchronous, okay, means a communication over a period of time, okay? So there are two kinds of communication, synchronous communication and asynchronous communication. Synchronous means the communication that happens at the same time. Asynchronous communication, the communication that happens over a period of time, not at the same time. Okay? So we want to match these terms with their definition in the following two slides. Okay? So I will go to the second one. Please take a screenshot for this. Take a screenshot for these definitions. Okay, have you finished?
Okay.
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 And the other slide, take a screenshot for this. We have 16 definitions. we want to match these definitions. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to mute all. Okay, I want to mute all. Okay, if you want to speak, unmute yourself. Okay, so we want to match these 16 definitions with their terms. Okay, so I will go to the first one again. Yes, here. Okay, we want to match these terms with their definitions. You have 5 minutes to do this. Please quickly. Please quickly. Okay, so go ahead. Go on. Have you finished? You can unmute yourself and speak, please. Okay, Ms. Hanan, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, the others, please. Quickly. Okay, we can answer together. Okay? We can answer together. Okay, here. Who can read the first one and answer? Who can read the first one? Who can read the first one? Hey, come on. You heard me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, who can read? Okay, who can speak? Who is speaking? Miss Hanan. Okay, can you read the first one and answer? Miss Hanan.
Electronically enable learning, but most commonly understood to refer to internet or web-based learning.
Yes. So what's the answer? What is the answer? Huh? Okay. The answer is okay. Why not? If we answer
just a minute.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
What?
Maybe video conference.
No. E-learning.
Mobile learning.
E-learning.
E-learning.
Yes, e-learning. Okay.
What is the meaning of e-learning?
Electronic learning. Okay. The learning through
Yes.
the internet. Electronic. E means electronic.
The letter E?
Yeah, electronic.
Okay.
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 Okay. So the
I
second
understand.
one. Thank you so much, Ms. Hanan. The second one who can answer? The second one who can answer? You can unmute yourself and answer.
Yes, Mr. Said.
Yeah.
Mahi,
who is speaking, sir?
Mahi.
Okay, Mr. Mahi. Please, Mr. Mahi, can you change your name? You can click on your name click on your name and click rename and change your name, please. Okay, to let me register your name. Okay, the absence and the attendance. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So please read the second one and answer.
Number 2.
Yes.
Communication that happens live in real time or at the moment of speaking, face-to-face conversation or phone call.
Yes. So what's the answer, sir? What do you think?
The answer social networking.
No, sorry, sir. Synchronous communication.
I can't hear you.
Synchronous communication. Okay. synchronous communication. Okay,
Okay,
it happens
okay,
at the same time because he said
okay.
it said at the moment, okay, of speaking, at the
At the
moment
moment,
of
okay,
speaking, or face-to-face
okay.
conversation or phone call. So this is the meaning of synchronous, as I said before. Okay, the communication that happens
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
okay.
time. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Mr. Mahi. Okay, the third one,
Thank you.
the third one, learning delivered using some form of mobile digital device, which can include tablets, laptop, e-readers, as well as in mobile phones. I think that's easy. Who can answer this? Yes, who can answer this? Please, quickly.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, yes, who is
Yes,
speaking? Yeah, who is speaking?
this is Amani Iman.
Okay, Miss Amani, go ahead.
I think learning or mobile learning.
Yes, M-learning. Yeah, M-learning or mobile learning. Excellent. Yes, that's right. Okay, fourth, learning which normally combines classroom instructions with instruction delivered online outside the classroom. Okay, what's the answers? Blended learning. Okay, there is a mixture of the instructions in the classroom and other instructions in online, okay, outside the classroom, so that what you call blended learning. Okay,
Yes, Mr.
yes, number five. Yes, go ahead.
Yes,
Who's speaking?
4 or 5.
Five. Number five.
4.
Number five.
I think it's 4. No.
For blended learning, I answered that. Blended learning. Number five, communication that
Yes,
happens.
Mr.
Yes, yes. Who's speaking?
أسماء محمود.
Okay, Miss Asma.
Communications that happens over a period of time. Um, email or
Or voicemail.
voicemail. I think it's synchronous
Yeah,
communication.
asynchronous communication. Yes,
Asynchronous
yes,
communication.
excellent. Thank you so much. Good job.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
okay. Another one who can answer. Number six, please quickly.
Yes,
Okay, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, who is speaking?
محمود عفيفي.
Okay, Mr. Mahmoud, go ahead.
محمود عفيفي.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Online platform used to deliver learning to learners, which can also track and record their responses and use of online learning materials. Online learning.
I'm so
I
sorry.
think it's online learning.
No, no, sir. I'm sorry. We can answer this by learning management system. Learning management system. Okay. Okay. Number
Yeah.
seven. Number seven. I will answer it. Online platform used to host interaction between teachers and learners with many of the same features as an LMS. So this have the same the same features of learning management system. Okay, but often with greater emphasis on collaboration. So it's emphasize on collaboration. So we can call it VLE or virtual learning environment. Number eight, I think it's easy. Who can answer it? Materials or instructions where computers are used to support learning. Okay, who can answer this?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Computer assisted.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, computer assisted
Or
language internet. Language learning. Computer assisted language learning.
language learning.
Yes, yeah. Okay, number
Yes.
nine. Course. Sorry. Course of study made available over the internet, usually without the charge to a very large number of people. Okay, who can answer this?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, go ahead.
Massive open online course.
Yes, massive open online course, MOOC. Okay, okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay. Next, learning in which video games are used to support language. Okay, the time run out. Okay, we will have 10 minutes. Okay, if you go out of the meeting, please click on the same link and enter the meeting again. Okay, if you go out, okay, the meeting, please click on the same link and join the meeting again. Okay, so learning in which video games are used to support language and skills focused tasks in and outside the classroom. Okay, who can answer this?
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Virtual learning environment.
We talked this answer before. Okay, we chose this before.
Sorry.
Okay, so digital game based learning. Digital game based
Yes,
learning.
Mr.
Okay, number 11, collection of pieces of creative work to show your ability, usually to a potential employer. Collection of pieces of creative work. Huh? Okay, this is a file that can you collect all your achievement in it. So what you can call portfolio. Okay. Number 12, regularly updated website or web page run by an individual or small group, written in an informal or conversational style. So, who can answer this?
blended learning.
We chose this before, Miss. Blended learning.
Video conferencing.
Video conferencing is coming after. It's a blog. The blog. Regularly updated website or web page run by an individual or small group, written in an informal or conversational style. Okay, conversational style. Number 13, website developed collaboratively by a community of users where any member can add or edit content. This is the Wikipedia. Do you know this site, Wikipedia?
Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Yes.
Wikipedia. Okay. Number 14, online video communication in real time on a dedicated platform. I think that's easy. A dedicated
Video conference.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, it's a video conference.
Video.
Yeah, a video conference.
Yes.
Okay. Number 15, using dedicated websites and apps to interact with other people or find people with similar interests to your own. This is such as Facebook. Yeah, such as Facebook, social networking sites. Okay, and the last one, informal learning network that consists of people you interact with and get knowledge from. This is personal learning network. Okay, that is the last one. Okay, here right now we have a teacher from Turkey. This is an interview made with them. I'd like you to watch this video and want you please to read these different questions and answer them alone. So please watch the video, okay, and answer these questions. Okay?
My name is Hakan. Hakan.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We only have 4 minutes. Okay. After you watch the video, you can join again. Okay.
Okay.
My name is Hakan. Hakan Şentürk. And I live in Istanbul. I work at the private university called NTTP University. I'm an EFL instructor.
And what age group students do you teach?
My students are young. Adults between 18, 22.
Do you think you agree with this? Good teachers don't need to use technology. Do you think that's true?
That's a weird statement because I believe that we don't have the option of not using technology anymore. So it's not using technology or not. It's already there, and I believe that every teacher needs to know a little bit of it because it has become a part of our lives and the learners' lives. So when you address this group of new learners who have integrated their lives with at least mobile technologies, I believe that you should have some knowledge about it and try to. It depends on, it depends on the technological means that you have available in your classrooms. If you've got them available, I think every teacher should be able to use it.
What are your favorite technologies that you use with your students?
There are many. Evernote for sharing class notes at that moment. I use Wordle a lot to start my reading classes. I use Google Documents for writing. I don't assign paper writings anymore because it takes a very long time to give them feedback, and I believe instant feedback is very important, and Google Documents is perfect for that. Sometimes I use Facebook again to make them use their mobile phones in the classroom so that they can see what's happening instantly, create writing tasks, and then make them comment on them.
Some people believe that technology will replace teachers. Do you agree?
No, I don't. Of course, that's never going to happen. It's the tools. We have to think about it as a. It's just like a picture that we're going to use in the classroom. What has changed is that picture has become much more, not complicated, but there's a variety of pictures that we can use now. Not only pictures, we can make people interact with it. So it's just a supplement for our teaching. It's our third hand. It's something that helps us a lot. And the teaching will continue. We need people to do that. We just have better gadgets now to back it up.
Okay. Okay, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. It's only 1 minute and we all go out of...
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's only 1 minute, 1 minute left. So please go out of the meeting and then join again by click on the same link on WhatsApp group. Okay? So we will go out all of the meeting and join again. Okay? I will wait here. Can you see my screen again?
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, okay. Okay, I think it's very clear. It's very clear that he is talking about how important technology is. We don't have the option anymore not to use technology in the classroom. Okay, so he also said that there is no way for technology to replace the teacher. It's something impossible in his opinion. Again, it's clear, I think it's very clear that he is talking about how important technology is. And we don't have the option anymore not to use technology in the classroom, okay? Because we are at the age of technology. He also said that there is no way for technology to replace the teacher. I think this is a very good or very important point. There is no way for technology to replace the teacher because the teacher is very important in the learning process. So it's something impossible in his opinion. So do you agree with him or not? Do you agree with his opinion or not?
Yes, I agree with him.
Okay, do you think that the technology will replace the teacher in the future? Do you agree or not?
No, they don't
No.
agree.
No,
They disagree.
No.
I don't think that. Okay, I don't think that because there should be an interaction between the teacher and the students. Okay, this is the most important point in the learning process. Okay, so let's move to the ways or modes of delivering technologies. Okay, the ways or modes of delivering technologies. Here are some modes or ways of delivering technology. Look at these different terms, and I want you to match them with the following paragraphs. So please take a screenshot for this slide. Again, we have some ways or some modes of delivering technology. Okay, we want to match these terms, okay, with the following paragraphs in the next slide. So please take a screenshot for this slide, okay, and match these terms with the following paragraphs. Okay, take a screenshot, please. Done? Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay. This is the first one. This is the first slide. Take a screenshot. Okay. There is a second one. We want to match the terms with these paragraphs. I will return to the first slide. Okay. We want to match these terms with the following paragraphs. Okay, you have 3 minutes. Please quickly.
The second screen shot, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I will leave it on the screen. Okay, I will leave it. When you finish, I will move to the second one. Have you finished this slide? Have you finished this slide?
The first screenshot, please.
Okay. This is the last one. Quickly, please. Okay, have you finished? Okay, quickly. Quickly, we have a lot of material. I want to explain all of it today, please. Okay, let's check your answers. Okay, the first one, who can read and...
Yes, mister.
Yes? Okay, who is speaking?
Asma Mahmoud.
Okay, Miss Asma, go ahead.
Many learners study in classrooms with only one computer linked to a data projector, which may or may not be connected to the internet. In this context, hence, on control of the computer is often limited to the teacher, and if there is no internet connection, computer use will be limited to the use of software or digital media such as film or audio, which has already been downloaded or installed computer.
Yes.
I think it is just a minute. The single computer classroom.
Yes, good job. Excellent. This is a single computer classroom. Okay. In brief, it's a classroom that has only one computer, and this computer isn't connected to the internet. Okay. So this is a single computer classroom. Okay. The second one, who can answer? Who can answer the second one?
Yes, mister.
Yes, who is speaking?
Asma Mahmoud.
Again? Okay, Miss Asma, go ahead.
In addition to the facilities that the usual single computer classroom has, some also single computer classroom. A whiteboard which replaces the normal whiteboard. These often use special electronic pins which control the computer and its software. IWP scanning function without an internet connection, using their own software, and can also control any of the regular computer software.
Yes. What is it?
The single computer classroom with interactive whiteboard.
Yes, good job. Excellent. Yeah, the single computer classroom with an interactive whiteboard, IWB. IWB is an abbreviation for interactive whiteboard, IWB. Okay, this classroom has a single computer, okay, and it also don't have a communication, okay, don't have a connection to the internet, okay. So but the difference from the first one, it has an interactive whiteboard, and this board has an electronic pens that you can use to draw, to do what you want on it. Okay, so this is the difference from the first one. Okay, there's someone who raising his hand, Mr. Muhi. Yeah, Mr. Muhi.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. Many schools, okay. Number C, many schools doesn't have the money for computers and data projectors, but this doesn't mean teachers and learners can't use the internet. Many learners have access to computers and web-based resources from home or from internet cafes, libraries, so they can still use technology as part of their learning.
Yes, sir. What is that? What is the term?
I think it's the no computer classroom.
Yes, good job, sir. Yes, excellent. It's the no computer classroom. Okay, the schools or the classroom that don't have the money for computers, okay, or data projectors. Okay, so there's no computer, but the teacher at the same time, the teacher can use the internet through his mobile, in the libraries, in the cafe, and so on. Okay, the fourth one who can answer? Who can answer? I want another one who can answer.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, who's speaking?
Asma.
I want another one, Miss Asma, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, who?
Hanan.
Hanan, Miss Hanan,
Miss
yes.
Amani.
Yes, Miss Hanan.
As an Miss Amani.
Miss Amani, yes, Miss Amani.
As an alternative to putting computers into the classroom, many schools have a, a detected
A dedicated.
a dedicated computer room which teachers can book for a period of time for their class, and which learners can use out of classroom time. These computers are usually, though, though not always connecting to internet. Some computer rooms have a data projector or WB so that the teacher can lead and guide the class if necessary.
Yes. What's the next?
I think this is the computer lab or multimedia room.
Yes, the computer lab or multimedia room. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, Miss Amani. Okay. Please, you can mute yourself if you don't speak, please. Okay, please. If you don't want to speak, please mute yourself. Okay, because there is a lot of noise in the background. Okay. Okay, who can answer the number E or letter E?
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Asma.
Miss Ines. Yeah.
A mobile computer lab usually consists of a number of laptop computers or mobile devices which teachers can book and take to classroom. This is often more convenient and less this
Yeah.
what's this word?
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, I hear you.
Than bringing learners out of their classroom. Mobile computer lab are often connected to the internet
Yes.
using wireless technology.
Yes. What's the answer? Yes.
Mobile computer lab.
Yes. A mobile computer lab. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, the next. Okay, who can read and answer? Who can read and answer?
Yes, Mister.
Yes.
Yes, Mister.
Who is speaking? Who is speaking?
Miss Ines.
Miss Ines. Yes, Miss Ines.
Some schools provide all of their learners with laptop computers or mobile, and they bring these to every lesson, connecting to the internet using a wireless internet connection.
Yes.
One-to-one.
Yes, one-to-one. Yes, good job. One-to-one. Okay, the last one. Who can answer?
Yes, Mister.
Yes, who's speaking?
Asma.
Okay, Miss Asma.
Asma Mahmoud.
Okay, Miss Asma.
It's becoming increasingly common for schools to provide wireless internet access and then ask learners to bring whatever devices they own, mobile phones, tablets, or laptop computers, and use them to connect to web-based learning materials in the classroom.
Okay.
Your own device.
Bring your own device.
Yeah, device. Yeah, device. No, device.
Device.
Bring your own device. And the abbreviation BYOD. Yes, excellent. Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you all for you all. The next, read the challenges that some teachers faced when using technology. So I'm gonna show you some challenges that some teachers faced in their classroom. So I want you to read these challenges and answer this question. Did you face any similar challenges? If not, what different challenges did you face? Okay, again, over here we have some challenges that some teachers faced in their classroom. I want you to read these challenges, okay, and then answer this question. Did you face any similar challenges? If not, what different challenges did you face? Okay, so these are the challenges. You have 3 minutes to read these challenges and answer the question. Okay, did you face one of these challenges at your classroom? Who can answer? Okay, before you answer, okay, there's some important notes. At the first challenge, the first teacher that faced in his classroom, he faced that the students or the learners know more about him, okay, in technology, and he feel embarrassed, okay, and he feel embarrassed because the learners think that if you are a teacher, you know everything in the world. So when he asks you about something, he supposed that you know it. Okay. Okay. So the first teacher faced this challenge. Did you face this challenge at your classroom? I think this may be.
I think, Mr. This is,
Yes. Yes. Who is speaking?
I think this is in secondary school.
Yes, yes, that's what I want to say. This may be in the secondary school, because
Primary school.
because all of the learners.
We
Yes.
faced the second one
What?
in the primary school. We faced the second one in our primary school.
Primary school, yes. All of us faced this challenge. Okay, all of us. I think all of us have the same problem. Do you agree with me?
Yes,
Yeah.
that we have no computer for all.
Okay,
the
no
pupils.
computer, no internet, no Wi-Fi, no anything. Okay, so you try to if you have a laptop at your home, you can bring it with you. If there is a computer in the in the lab, you can get your materials and show it on this computer, and so on. Okay. The third one, who did anyone face?
I think the third one
Yes,
in my primary school.
in primary school. Yes.
Yes, third one. So I face this problem in my school.
Yeah.
If we have enough training, we can know these websites and
Yes, I agree with you. Yes. Okay. Okay. The fourth.
Takes a long time.
Yes.
We can cover the content in my class.
Oh, please,
the
please.
supervisor can give the supervisor can give us this website in his visit to our school
Yeah.
to know it
Yes.
and give it to the pupils.
Yes. This is a great challenge that I think face all of us. If you want to get a good material that suit you the level of your class, I think it takes a lot of time to do this. Okay, I think it takes a lot of time, and try to not to get a lot of material to show it or to present it at the same lesson, because it take a lot of time. Okay, it take a lot of time. Okay, so the third, sorry, the fourth one, who can face who faced this challenge before? The fourth one, I think it's a secondary stage. I think it's a secondary stage. The teacher tried to advise his learners to take care of their personal information, and also what they watch on the internet, because there is some materials or some videos that don't appropriate their age. Okay, so they don't have the ability to evaluate the information that they find on the internet. So they want the advice of their parents or their teacher. Okay, these are the challenges I think we faced most of them in our classroom. Okay. Okay, so now we moved to the second topic in our session is understanding lesson planning, and which I believe something very important. Okay, um, as you can see, before we can know the aims of this module. At first, we should know, why do you write a lesson plan? Features of a good lesson plan, components of a lesson plan, and stages of a lesson plan, and finally, putting a lesson plan together. Okay? Okay. At first, why do you write a lesson plan? As you can see in this diagram, we have more than one point when we come to lesson planning. Lesson plan can act as what? Can act as what? Lesson plan can makes what? Lesson planning can help us to what? Can ensure what? We want to answer all of these questions, but I will go on because we don't have much time. Okay, so lesson plan ensure what? The first, you can use it you can use the lesson plan again next time you teach the lesson. Ensure the focus remains on the aim or learning objectives of the lesson. You have something for future reference. So this is ensure. This is what the lesson planning ensure. You can use it again. Ensure focus on the objectives of the lesson, and you have a reference, a future reference. The lesson planning help to prepare anticipate problems. Anticipate problems means predict problems and come up with solutions and find out the solutions for these problems that may face you in the lesson. The lesson plan save time in lessons as you know exactly what are doing and how long it will take. Okay, so it saves the time because when you enter the class, you know what will you do in the class. Okay, and this part, how long it will take. Okay, this is the benefits. This is the importance of lesson planning. Plan materials. Okay, so help us to plan materials to save the materials. Okay, that you want or that you will need in this lesson. Okay, so it also gives us a clear idea about what we will take place in the lesson. Okay, what will happen in the lesson. It also plans suitable activities. Okay, so you know the activities that suitable for this lesson. Okay, and at last achieve coherent lessons. Lesson plan also make execution easier. Okay, you can achieve this lesson easier. Okay, and also act as a record of what you did. A record of what you did. If the supervisors comes to you and you have a record of what you did, okay, you have already explained this lesson, and it is a memory aid. It helps you to remember what you will do in this lesson. Okay, this is the importance, okay, of the lesson plan, or what the lesson planning do. Ensure, help, make, and act. Okay, so next. Here we will know the features of a good lesson plan. The features of good lesson plan should have the activities suit the learner's level. So the activities should be suitable for the learner's level, not difficult, not so difficult or so easy. The activities are well timed. You know the time that this activity will take at the lesson, and maintain a good pace. Maintain a good pace. Maintain the speed of your lesson, or the explaining of the lesson. Not too slow or not too energetic or too quickly. Okay. So the lesson stage are clear. Okay, a good lesson plan should have a clear stage. Includes differentiated materials. Okay, there should be a variety of materials and activities. Has a variety of interaction patterns, such as group work, okay, pair work, and so on. And the last one is so important. Fun is an element to include, not a goal to seek. Okay? Fun is an element to include. We should have fun in your classroom by using activities. But what is the aim of using this activity? Okay? What is the aim? It's suitable the lesson or not? Okay? So fun is not an aim, it's an element. Okay, it's not a goal. Okay, It's not a goal. We won't use it to help the learners to understand something or to understand the aim or to understand the lesson. Okay. Okay, we can leave now because we only have 2 or 3 minutes, and we will take much time in the next. So we will leave, and this is the last one. I think we will finish the material. Okay, in the last part of the session. So go out and rejoin again, please. Okay. Rejoin again. Rejoin again, please. Rejoin again, please. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's start again the components. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, components of lesson plan. There are 6 main components of lesson plan. The learners, okay, the aims, teaching points such as grammar or vocabulary, teaching procedures, okay, what you will do in your lesson, classroom management, and the last one, materials. Okay, so these are the components of a lesson plan. Here we have some questions. We want to match these questions with the components of the lesson plan. Again, we have some questions that related to the components of a lesson plan. I want you to match these questions with one of the components of a lesson plan. So you have 5 minutes to do this. Please quickly. Okay, please quickly. You can write down your answers. Okay, you can write down your answers. Not to forget. Have you finished? Have you finished? Have you finished, my dears? Quickly, please. Okay, who can answer? Okay, these are the components of the lesson plan. We want to match these questions with one of these components. So the first one, okay, we can match with what? Learners, aims, teaching points, teaching procedures, okay, classroom management or materials. Who can answer?
Please, what is the meaning of procedures?
Procedures, what you will do, the steps that you will do in your classroom, okay, in your lesson, okay. These are the procedures.
Okay.
We will explain the vocab. Okay, we will show the cards for the students. Okay, and then we will we'll do an activity and so on and so on and so on. So these are procedures of the lesson, the steps. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we can answer the first one. We don't have much time.
We want the last screen.
What? Okay, so I will return and please take a screenshot, okay?
Okay.
Okay, take a screenshot.
Okay.
Okay, done? Done?
Thank you.
Okay, so the first one.
Thank you, yes.
Okay, so the first one, who can answer? What activities do they like doing? So we can...
Where is the question?
Yes, the questions, we want to match these questions with the answer, with the components of the lesson. Okay, you should have a screenshot and answer in the next slide. Okay, so first one, what activities do you like doing? Okay, what activities do you like doing? You can match with this, with one of these components. What is the component that you can match this question with?
Learners.
Yes, excellent. With learners.
Teaching procedure.
With learners. No, the first one with learners. Okay, learners. Okay, the activities do they like doing? So we focus on learners. Okay, he addressed the learners. Okay, the next one, number 2. What will I use for each activity? Number 2. You can match with what?
Materials.
Yes.
Materials.
Yes, excellent. Materials.
Materials.
Yeah, materials. Number 3. What supplementary material can I use? Additional materials can I use?
Material also.
Yeah, it's also material.
Material
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's also material.
Material.
Excellent. Number 4. What do they know already? What do they know already?
Learners.
Yes, learners. Number 5. What skills will learners be working on?
Aims.
Number 5, we will match with no. What skills?
Learners.
What skills learners be working on? I think it's a teaching.
Aims.
No, it's teaching point. Teaching point.
Teaching
Yes,
point.
teaching point. Okay. Number 6. Please, if you don't want to use your mic, please mute yourself. Okay. Okay. Number 6.
Material.
What topics or context will be used? Number 6.
Material.
No. What topic or context? Topic. It's also a teaching point.
Teaching
Yes,
point.
it's also a teaching point. Number 7. What topics interest them? What topic interests them? So it relates to
Material.
we
Materials.
we
Material.
have finished the materials. Okay, please don't.
Learners.
Yes, learners.
Learners.
Yeah, learners. Yeah, learners. Okay, interested them. Okay, so he focused on the learners. Number 8. What preparations or study do I need to do? Number 8.
Procedures. Procedures.
Yeah, procedures.
Teaching
Yeah,
procedures.
yes, procedures. Teaching procedures. What kind of activities will help learners achieve the learning outcome? What kind of activities? Learning outcome.
Material.
Learning outcome. We have finished materials. Don't choose any of these questions again to relate to materials. Okay. So what kind of
Procedures.
Teaching point.
learning outcome? Learning outcome means aims. Learning outcome. Yeah, learning outcomes means aims or objectives. Okay. The aims of the lesson. Okay. Achieve the learning
Okay.
outcomes. So number 10. How do the lesson aims link to the previous and the following lesson? How do the lesson aims link to the previous and following lessons? Lesson lesson aims. So it's related to
Aims.
it relates to aims. Okay, number 11. What instructions am I going to give? Instructions. That's easy.
Procedures.
That's easy.
Teaching procedure.
Instructions, yes.
Classroom
No.
management.
Teaching
Classroom management.
teaching procedures. Teaching procedures. What instruction I'm going to give?
Okay.
Okay. Number 12. What do I want the learners to achieve? What do I want the learners to achieve?
Aims.
Yes, aims.
Learner.
Aims. Yes, aims. Number 13. Is there a variety of phase and activities in the lesson? Is there a variety? Classroom management.
Teaching
No.
point.
Classroom management.
Management.
Okay. Number 14. How will the activities fit together? Number 14. How will the activities fit together?
Classroom management.
Room management.
No, teaching procedures. Teaching procedures. Teaching procedures. Number 15. How long will each activity last?
Classroom management.
Classroom management.
Aims.
No.
Aims.
Classroom management.
No, how long will each activity last? It's also a teaching procedures. It's also a teaching procedures. Because if you want to do any activity, you should so you do any activity where in the lesson in the procedures. Okay, so you should know how long this activity will take. Do you hear me well?
Classroom management. Classroom management.
Number 16. How many activities do I need? also teaching
procedure.
Yes, teaching procedures. Number 17. What problems might the learners have? The learners have
Classroom.
what?
Classroom management.
Okay.
Learners.
Yes, learners. Yeah. You want to know the problems that might the learners face in the lesson. So you focus on learners. Number 18. What can be used for homework? Homework.
Classroom management.
Teaching
Yes,
procedures.
the teaching procedures to assign your homework. Okay, number 19. When and how I am going to correct errors. Correct errors means
Management.
Yes, classroom management. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what items of language will be studied or used in the lesson? What items or
Aims.
Procedure.
Teaching point.
what? Yes, teaching point.
Teaching
Yes,
point.
teaching point.
Point.
What kind of interaction is appropriate? What kind of interaction is appropriate? It's a classroom management. Classroom management. What sequence will the activities happen in? The sequence. The sequence. This is a
Teaching
classroom
procedures.
management. Okay, this is a classroom management. Okay. So these are the answers. Like this. Okay, you can take a screenshot for it. You can take a screenshot for it if you want to revise after the session.
Yes, done.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the stages of the lesson plan. I want only a quarter of an hour. Only a quarter of an hour, and we will finish. Okay. Stages of a lesson. Stages of the lesson. The first one, warmer. Okay. These are the stages. We know the components. Okay. That every plan should have. Now we want the stages, okay, of a lesson plan. At first, a warmer. Miss Hanan should turn off your camera. Miss Hanan. Okay, so the first one, warmer. Okay, warm up, introduction or lead in, the start of the lesson, and logical sequence of activities, the procedures, and assessment, okay, and the last thing, feedback. So who can read the first one, please?
Okay, Mr. I will
Who is
read.
speaking?
Ghada.
Okay, Ms. Ghada.
Warmer. Okay. Helps the learners to relax and get used to speaking English in an informal, non-assumed way. Help the teacher to see what they can do.
I wish you a speedy recovery, Miss.
Thank you, Mr. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, so warmer helps the learner to relax. So the benefit of the warm up to make the learners to relax, okay, to relax and begin to interact with you in the lesson. Okay, this is the first step or the first stage. The second one, introduction or lead in. Okay, so who can answer? Who can read? Sorry, who can read? I want one to read. Anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Who's speaking?
Provides introduction, lead in, provides context and introduces the topic in a way that is engaging for the learners. This helps to keep them interested during the later stage of the activity. It also allows the teachers to pre-teach vocabulary or information that the learners will need to complete the task.
Yes. So provides the context and introduces the topic. Okay. So you want to introduce the topic at first. Okay, and make the learner engaging. Okay, in this topic. So helps to keep them interested and during the later stages of the activity. So you can also introduce some pre-teach vocabulary, some vocabularies that related to the topic, okay? And the learner will need to complete the task. If you give him a good introduction, okay, you will attract his attention, and the learners will need to complete the task. We will complete the lesson with you, okay? After that, a logical sequence of activities. So the learner tackle or means deal with the main learning outcomes. It's important to acknowledge that the activities should be a part of the process. Okay, so these are the procedures. Here we introduce the procedures of teaching. Okay, or teaching procedures. Okay, so you can use activities. Okay, and so on. At la and after that, sorry, assessment. This may be done by the teacher, by peers. By peers, how? By peers. Your colleagues, one of your colleague may attend with you, okay, and write down the main points that he benefits from you, or the points that you should focus on, and he tell you after you finish the lesson, he tell you these points, okay. Such as a supervisor, okay, but the colleague, your colleague, will do this, okay. By the learners themselves, you can ask your learners, okay, what's your opinion about this lesson, okay. So there are many ways to assess work done by the learners. Okay, a marking scheme could be used, or grading scheme. Assessment is important. It provides a benchmark for work, a criteria for work that has been done, and is a way to check whether aims have been met. So this is the benefit of assessment. Okay, to know if the aims have been achieved or not. And then the last thing, you can get a feedback. This is an important stage because it's a chance to tell the learners what they have done well. Okay, you can tell them you are so well in this point. Okay, and what they need to focus on, to work on the next lesson. Okay, it could also be the time to provide answers to questions or tasks that have been set. Okay, you can also answer these questions in this stage of the lesson. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, Mr.
Okay. Next, these are the last slide in our session today. What are your top 10 tips for the lesson planning? Okay, this is a question, and this is I want you to answer this question, but we don't have much time. So these are the tips or suggested ideas for tips. You should make sure
Hello, Miss Iman.
aims are achievable. Do you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you here?
I'm sorry. Do you hear me?
No problem.
Yes, you are
Yeah, yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Again,
Okay.
again.
Never mind.
Can you hear?
The last one feedback, we didn't read it. The last one feedback.
Okay. The last thing, feedback.
Okay.
Feedback. Feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Feedback is an important stage, as I said, because it's a chance to tell the learners what they have done well. Okay. What's the point that they do well. Okay, and what they need to focus on. They need to focus on in the next lesson. This is the most important stage at the end of the lesson. Okay. Next, what are the top 10 tips for lesson planning? This is a question, but I will answer because we don't have much time. Okay, suggested ideas for tips. So make sure that aims are achievable. Okay? Make sure that the aims are achievable. You can achieve these aims at your lesson. Give the lesson a clear purpose, a clear sense of purpose. Make sure that the lesson is the right level for the learners, not too easy or not too difficult. Okay? Incorporate learners' interests. We should know the learners' interests. Okay, so you can choose the activities that benefits them. Imagine yourself teaching the lesson. Think it through. Okay, the listening plan help you to think at first before teaching the lesson. Make sure timing are realistic. Okay, you should use a good time or time your activities. You should know how long the activity will take in the classroom or in the lesson. Have a contingency plan in case things don't go as planned. Okay, contingency means an emergency plan. Okay, an emergency plan. We should have an emergency plan if the lesson plan don't go well. So don't be too rigid. Go off a plan if it benefits the learners. Have the materials ready. We should prepare your materials before enter the lesson. Give time for reflection. You should have a reflection from your students. They understood the lesson, okay? What the points they want to you focus on in the next lesson? Make sure the pace is good, okay? The average of the lesson, okay, of going the lesson on is good or not. You should not too slow. You shouldn't be too slow or too energetic. Allow time for reflection, as we said before. Share lesson plans with colleagues. Okay, lesson plan. You can ask your colleagues what do you think about of this lesson plan? It is good or not? Can I change something in it or not? Refine lesson plan based on feedback. Okay, so you can make your lesson plans strong or make it perfect by get feedback from your peers if someone of your colleagues attend with you, or get a feedback from your students. They are understood the lesson well or not. Okay, these are suggested ideas for tips or for a good lesson planning. Okay. Finally, I want to thank you so much for attending this session. It's a great one. Thank you so much. There will be some tasks in Google Classroom. I will put these tasks on the Google Classroom tomorrow or after tomorrow, and I want you to comment on these tasks or do these tasks, okay, and share the ideas that we explained in this session, okay. That's the first one, and the second one, I want two of you to prepare a lesson, for the next session, inshallah. So I want two of you, okay. Who can the first one? Who will be the first one? I want someone to present a lesson or to me do a micro teaching lesson next tag. Who will be the first volunteer? Who will be the first volunteer? I want one, please. Two of you, please. That's a must. It's a mandatory. I present one micro teaching lesson. It was the last session. I want two of you, please. Who can be the first volunteer?
Excuse me, Mister.
Yes.
It cannot be done by phone. I should have lab or computer. Is it right?
Yes.
To make PowerPoint.
You can also do. You can also
Okay.
do by your mobile. I think you can also do by your mobile if you have a good mobile phone. If you have a good mobile phone. If you don't have a good mobile phone, you can use your lab.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, Ms. Ghada, the first one?
Okay.
Okay. Who?
No, I can't.
Now?
Sorry.
Okay. Ms. Ghada? Ms. Ghada will be the first one?
No, I don't have nowadays laptop. I have only iPhone.
Okay,
So
iPhone,
I can't do it
that's a good
with
one.
phone.
You can prepare a lesson on the PowerPoint and explain on it, I think. You don't have a computer?
I don't have PowerPoint on my
Okay,
phone.
you don't have a computer?
I don't have
You
PowerPoint.
don't have a computer?
No. Nowadays, no.
Okay.
I repair it. Sorry.
Okay. There is anyone? I want anyone. Mr. Amr? Mrs. Marwa? Mrs. Asma? Okay.
It's difficult, Mr.
Why not? It's not difficult. We learn from each other. We learn from each other. You can prepare it.
We can try.
We can't produce it PowerPoint. We can't use it the phone.
Okay.
When is the next session, Mr.
Okay.
Said? When is it
Okay.
will be?
I will have another idea. You can prepare a lesson.
Can we write it? Can we write it in a paper?
No, not on a paper. No, I don't want on a paper. I want someone to explain. Okay, so you can explain.
Okay.
Okay, so you can prepare a video. I think it's easy. Okay, you can prepare a video in your classroom. Okay.
In a classroom? In a classroom?
Okay. Do you have students in the classroom? Do you have students in the classroom? There are.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Sure.
good.
Yes, we
Okay, that's
have.
good.
Yes, we have.
You can prepare a lesson in your classroom. Okay. You can prepare a lesson in your classroom and introduce to your students.
But sorry,
Yes.
we don't explain lessons and procedures will not be completed.
Okay, you can
that.
explain a lesson for us. Why not? Only one lesson. Okay.
Okay.
Who can?
When will be the next session, please, Mr. Said?
It will be
The next session
will be
when will be?
at the end of this month. Okay. Will be on Friday.
Okay.
It will be on Friday, inshallah. Okay. You have 10 days. You have 10 days to prepare yourself.
Okay. I already have PowerPoint of lessons on my computer. If I repair it, I will do. But I am not sure. Okay.
Ms. Ghada, the first one.
I can tell you on WhatsApp, inshallah.
Okay.
No.
Ms. Ghada, the first one. What will be the first one?
Inshallah.
Okay.
I will tell you on WhatsApp, Mr. Said, if I can.
Okay, inshallah. Okay. The second one.
You want it actually in the classroom?
What?
You want a lesson actually in
why not?
the classroom with the student?
You can video yourself. Okay. When you explain a lesson for your students. Okay. And you can upload it on WhatsApp group. And I will show or present for your colleagues in the next session, inshallah. Okay. You can video it and put it in the WhatsApp group. And I will show you the next session if you don't have a good internet or a good connection of internet. I have inshallah a good connection and I will present for you. Okay, what you have explained in your classroom. So you can video yourself. Okay, you can make a video. Okay, and I will show you. Okay. Okay, who is the next one? We only have 1 minute and we will go out.
I can try
Miss Hanan. Okay,
this.
why not, Miss Hanan? Why not?
But I don't promise you.
Why not? Why not? Okay, so Miss Ghada and Miss Hanan, thank you so much for your efforts, and I'm so sorry for this date, but I don't have a choice. Okay, thank you so much, and see you inshallah. Bye bye.
Okay, thank
See you,
you.
Mustafa.
See you. Bye.